I think when we look at SDR enablement, it starts with onboarding, and this is really key. But the mistake I see a lot of companies make is they think it ends with onboarding. It's a continuous journey. So there was a really scary stat that I read that SDRs only remember 10 to 15% of what they learn in onboarding. So what that means is there's a huge part of the role as a manager and a huge part of the role as an SDR, that there is going to be this element of professional development, learning, coaching that happens after onboarding. So I think if you're a manager and you're thinking about what do I need to do in onboarding, don't boil the ocean if they're only going to remember 10 to 15%. So think about what are the fundamentals that my team need to learn. And to me, I would always start with industry. So what is a broad brushstroke of the industry that you're selling into? So let's say it's Casper. What does the data industry look like? Who are the players in the market? What are the challenges that exist with data? And then who are the personas that we're trying to sell to? And what is a day in the life of those personas? So go into a lot of detail. And all of that should happen before you actually go into your product. And when you go into product, avoid going into features, functions, and this is what we do better than our competitors, but actually going into it of the so what will this actually do for someone? People only buy something if it's going to have an impact or it's going to change something for the better. So actually tying those value statements back to the persona, I think, can really help. So I think once you have that context, you can then start to go into skills. And there's a lot to break down in skills, but actually making sure that you give those skills the right amount of training and coaching. So it might be how to build rapport. It might be how to ask the right questions, how to tell effective stories. Those are all really important things that I think SDRs need to have. And curiosity is one of them. And that might be something that you're interviewing for. So reps are actually motivated to ask the right questions. And then you can go into systems, processes, tools. But that's the kind of how. And I think it's really important that companies then don't just stop that at onboarding, but they keep on doing that through team coaching, one-to-one coaching, call coaching. So that would be my advice.